Sometimes, love doesn't speak in words. It doesn't arrive with grand gestures, or loud declarations shouted from rooftops. Instead, it appears in silence, in the briefest touch, in the instinctive move, in the way someone positions themselves ever so slightly in front of the person they want to protect. Love, in its purest form, often lives in these small moments, fragile, fleeting, yet powerful. And that night, on the edges of a brightly lit stage in China's bustling entertainment world, a single act, one subtle, almost imperceptible action, captured the hearts of thousands. Bai Jingting didn't say, "I love you." He didn't need to. His body moved faster than his thoughts, and in that spontaneous gesture, he said everything. The video was just a few seconds long. A shaky, backstage clip likely recorded on someone's phone, shared in whispers before it exploded across social media. In it, Bai Jingting is seen stepping forward, gently yet firmly pushing a staff member who had gotten too close, uncomfortably close, to Zhang Ruonan. The motion was automatic, instinctual. There was no time to think. His expression shifted in an instant. Brows furrowed, jaw tightened, eyes locked with quiet alarm on the man. He stepped in front of Zhang, placing his body between hers and the other man's, shielding her. It wasn't violent, it wasn't loud, but it was protective, fiercely so. Zhang Ruonan's reaction said just as much. Surprised at first, she paused, eyes wide, but then she softened. There was no resistance, no awkward laughter. Instead, a small breath, a slight release of tension. As if she knew, somehow, that Bai would always be there to guard her. Within minutes, the video spread like wildfire. On Weibo and Douyin, fans dissected every frame, every facial expression. What was first a simple clip became the epicenter of speculation and emotion. Hashtags like #protective Bai Jingting and #Zhang Ruonan is not alone dominated trending charts. That wasn't just instinct, that was love. Look at the way he looked at her. Like she was all that mattered. If this is just friendship, then what is love supposed to look like? Thousands of comments echoed similar sentiments. The fandom, long suspicious of a deeper bond between the two actors, finally felt seen. The moment wasn't just a glimpse behind the curtain, it was a revelation. A truth spoken in motion rather than words. And while some dismissed it as professionalism or overprotectiveness, many saw what they believed had been hidden in plain sight all along. A quiet love that had never asked for attention, but could no longer be ignored. And this wasn't the first time. Fans, especially those who had followed Bai and Zhang closely, quickly pointed out that this protective instinct had shown itself before. Months earlier, at an awards ceremony, Zhang Ruonan had been seen chatting casually with a male actor. It was harmless, polite, expected, but Bai Jingting, standing just a few feet away, was caught on camera glancing over, again and again. His expression was unreadable, but his jaw clenched slightly. His eyes narrowed. At one point, he bit his lip. It was subtle, easily missed. But for those who knew how to look, it was the first crack in the mask. The first sign that his feelings for her weren't just those of a colleague or co-star. Even off camera, fans noted how Bai often stayed close to Zhang, subtly guiding her through crowds, letting her walk ahead, watching her from a distance during interviews. Not possessive, just quietly attentive. The kind of attention that doesn't demand anything in return. In the entertainment industry, emotions are often hidden behind layers of image management. Affection must be carefully curated, expressions of love are rare, and boundaries are easily blurred by scripts, media expectations, and public scrutiny. So when someone acts out of genuine care, unscripted, unfiltered, it stands out. And that's what made Bai Jingting's gesture so powerful. He wasn't trying to impress the crowd. He wasn't filming a scene. He simply couldn't bear to see Zhang uncomfortable. It was a raw moment in an industry where rawness is risky. Where love, especially one not confirmed, can be punished more than it is celebrated. But that night, for a brief second, Bai let his heart speak for him. And it said, her safety matters more than my image. As support surged, so did concern. Because what if this love, if that's what it is, can't survive the spotlight? In the world of celebrity, relationships are rarely private. If Bai and Zhang were to confirm their feelings, their lives would change overnight. Every shared glance, every outfit, every absence would be dissected, misinterpreted, and spun into rumors. A missed event becomes a breakup theory. A smile becomes a headline. A vacation becomes a scandal. Fans want them to be together. But they also fear what the world will do to their quiet love. Is it better to remain silent? Or to face the world, hand in hand? Can their bond survive that kind of pressure? Not long after the viral clip, an old interview resurfaced. Bai Jingting, asked to describe his ideal woman, answered without hesitation. I like a woman who makes me want to be better. Someone who inspires me just by being who she is. The response was simple, but to fans, it was lightning. That's Zhang Ruonan, someone tweeted. And the comments flooded in. Because Zhang is not just beautiful, she is kind, composed, intelligent. She doesn't seek the spotlight, but it finds her. She exudes warmth without needing to speak it. And maybe, just maybe, she's the kind of woman who made Bai want to protect, to become gentler, stronger, better. True love doesn't always come with announcements. It doesn't always shout its arrival, or demand attention. Sometimes, it simply stands between you and harm. It says, I see you. It says, you matter. And, most importantly, it says, I'll be here, even when no one else is. That night, Bai Jingting didn't confess anything. He didn't need to. Because in the way he stepped forward, in the way his eyes softened as he looked at her, he gave us something more powerful than any spoken words. He showed us love, real, raw, unscripted. And in a world of pretense, that kind of love is rare. It's the kind that doesn't ask for applause. It just quietly says, don't touch her. She matters to me. And maybe, that's all we ever needed to know.